In the midst of life's journey, we often seek guidance on how to nurture relationships and build strong connections with those around us. One such passage from Scripture that speaks profoundly to this desire is the verse, "Before I formed you in the belly I knew you, and before you came forth out of the womb I sanctified you." Jeremiah 1:5. This powerful declaration not only highlights God's omniscient knowledge, but also his deliberate intention to bring each person into being. It encourages us to reflect on our own experiences, recognizing that from the very beginning, we were known and loved. As we explore this concept further, we'll delve into what it means to be known in the womb, not just physically but spiritually as well. We'll examine how this understanding can shape our relationships with family members, friends, and even strangers. This conversation will invite us to ponder the significance of being recognized and valued by others, especially within intimate relationships. It's a chance to rediscover the importance of acknowledging and honoring the unique presence each person brings into our lives. We'll also touch on how embracing this idea can foster empathy, compassion, and understanding, essential qualities for building strong bonds with those around us. Biblical context and key passages. The concept of being known in the womb is rooted in several key passages throughout Scripture. One such passage is found in Jeremiah 1:5, where God declares, "Before I formed you in the belly I knew you, and before you came forth out of the womb I sanctified you." This verse not only showcases God's intimate knowledge of each person, but also highlights his deliberate intention to bring them into being. Similarly, in Psalm 139:13-14, David writes, "For you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made." These words emphasize the intricate care and attention that God gives to each person from conception. In Isaiah 49:1, the prophet declares, "Listen, O coastlands, to me, and attend carefully. I shall bring near my sons from afar, and my daughters from the ends of the earth. Even to those I was appointed as a leader." This passage underscores God's foreknowledge and appointment of individuals for his purposes. These passages collectively convey the idea that each person is known, valued, and loved by God from the moment of conception. They provide a foundation for understanding the significance of being known in the womb, not just physically but spiritually as well. Jeremiah 5. Psalm 139:13-14. Meaning and key themes in the context of "I knew you in the womb." Being known goes beyond a physical connection. It encompasses spiritual recognition as well. It's about acknowledging that each person has inherent worth, value, and purpose from the moment they're conceived. This understanding highlights God's intimate knowledge of us, which is rooted in his deliberate intention to bring us into being. This concept encourages us to reflect on our own experiences, recognizing that we were known and loved from the very beginning. It invites us to ponder how this realization can shape our relationships with family members, friends, and even strangers, leading to a deeper sense of empathy, compassion, and understanding. The idea that God knew us in the womb also speaks to his sovereignty and omniscience. It's a reminder that he is actively involved in every person's life, guiding them toward their unique purpose and destiny. In Jeremiah 4, we see God saying, "Before I formed you in the belly I knew you, and before you came forth out of the womb I sanctified you." These words emphasize the significance of being known by God from conception. It's not just a physical reality, but a spiritual one as well. This understanding can have profound implications for how we approach relationships and interactions with others. When we recognize that each person is known, valued, and loved by God, we begin to see them in a new light, as precious, unique, and worthy of respect and dignity. Practical application today. The concept of being known in the womb offers practical wisdom for building strong connections with others. It encourages us to approach relationships with empathy, compassion, and understanding, recognizing that each person brings their own unique presence into our lives. In a world where we often feel disconnected and isolated, this idea reminds us of the importance of acknowledging and honoring the inherent worth and value of every individual. When we do so, we create space for meaningful relationships to flourish. Embracing the idea that God knew each person in the womb can also foster a sense of community and belonging. It encourages us to see ourselves as part of a larger narrative, one where every person has a vital role to play. Recognize the inherent worth and value of every individual, regardless of their background or circumstances. Acknowledge the unique presence each person brings into our lives. Approach relationships with empathy, compassion, and understanding. In conclusion, as we've explored the concept of "I knew you in the womb," it's clear that being known by God goes beyond a physical connection. It's about acknowledging each person's inherent worth, value, and purpose from the moment they're conceived. This understanding has profound implications for how we approach relationships and interactions with others. When we recognize that each person is known, valued, and loved by God, we begin to see them in a new light, as precious, unique, and worthy of respect and dignity. May this truth inspire us to nurture relationships built on empathy, compassion, and understanding. May we create space for meaningful connections to flourish, recognizing the inherent worth and value of every individual. And may we never forget that God knew each person in the womb, guiding them toward their unique purpose and destiny.